Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading today. If you are new here, hello and welcome to the channel. And if you are returning, thank you for subscribing and welcome back. Today, we are going to be getting advice from your relationship guides. Love this topic, have been waiting to see what the relationship guides have to say. If you don't know me, my name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel, which means it's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the divine messages that are coming through for you. You can find out all about my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. Okay, I'm putting out the sage here. As I said, we're getting advice from your relationship guides. We've got all the decks we're going to use here as well as the charm bowl. I'm going to remove the Salt and Sea deck, the White Sage Mini Tarot here, and the Namaste Blessings deck. And we're going to choose together 3 cards. I'm going to add a charm as well for you to pick from. This is the Power of Surrender deck. I absolutely love this deck. Just a quick reminder as I am shuffling here for you that this is a collective reading. It's a general reading. It's not an individual reading. So make sure that you're listening to your reading, taking the nuggets that are resonating with you, leaving the rest. Relationship guides are great. Also, while you are picking and intuitively deciding, thank you, which card is yours, which reading is yours, which pile is yours, you may want to intend for a specific relationship. Otherwise, general is fine too. Your relationship guides will give you whatever it is you're meant to hear, of course. So 1, 2, and 3, set that aside. Again, Power of Surrender cards we're using here. And then we're going to choose a charm for each to help you decide which pile and which card is exactly calling to you. So for card 1, we have the Lotus charm. Place that right in the sunlight. Card 2, pile 2, group 2. Ooh. We have the Hook charm. Okay. And finally for group 3, card 3, pile 3, the Frog charm. Get the Frog charm there. All right, so take a good look. Allow your intuition to guide you again if you're specifically intending for a certain relationship to get messages and information from your relationship guides for that specific relationship. Could be relationship with a specific person, relationship with yourself, a relationship with a certain area of your life. For instance, my relationship with my career, with money, with my heart center, with healing, etc. Feel free to intend that now, and then once you've made your selection, you can head down below to the description and click on the timestamps to head right to your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading today. We are getting advice from your relationship guides today, and if you're listening to this, then you chose the first pile all the way to the left with the Lotus charm. Now, the Lotus charm tells me that you've probably been through some stuff. I mean, we all have been through some stuff, but the Lotus grows in the mud, if you will. It's also a symbol of higher connection and reconnecting to yourself and your divinity and your divine spirit, opening up to receive, opening up. And so it's jumping out of my hands. It's a beautiful charm to have chosen there, the Lotus charm. Let's look under your surrender card as well to see what it is your relationship guides are asking you to surrender at this time as it concerns the relationships that you're in, or your relationships as a whole, or whatever intended relationship you are asking about. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Wow. Okay, so this is a becoming. They just said that. This is a becoming. And you've got a heart center, a heart there, a fire heart. So this could be that you've been in some cycles. As I said, it feels like you've been through some maybe some hardship, something that's harmed your heart, hurt your heart. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So your relationship guides here are telling you it is time to rise. You can connect to your true self, your true needs, and it's safe for you to surrender the old, the heavy, the toxic, as it says, the toxic, or people who are unavailable. Now, again, this does not need to be a specific romantic relationship, right? This could be anyone around you that isn't vibing with you anymore. You may have elevated, again, the Lotus, you may have elevated, reconnected to your higher self, have some insights that are coming through and understandings that are coming through that really connect with who you truly are or your purpose. And so what they're asking you to do, or at least advising you to do, is to start looking around at the relationships that do not serve you, and to begin to, even if you feel like you can't completely detach or let go of them, to begin to ponder that and see what's coming up there for you as you're pondering that or as you're looking around. Just choosing from the Salton Sea for a message for the end of your reading there. And we'll choose a prayer card as well, a blessing. I'm just asking if there's anything else they'd like to say. I mean, it's like you deserve to have people around you that, at least, at the very least, they're saying, at the very least, respect your nature, your divinity, it's like your true essence, if you will. They don't have to agree with it. Thank you. They don't necessarily have to agree with it, right? But to respect it and to honor it and to, they just said, give you the time of day. Give you the time of day, group 1. So the other piece of this, before we pull your spread here, is if you have an unhealthy relationship or an unhealthy cycle with something in your life, an unhealthy habit, etc., that can also be viewed as a relationship, right? So your relationship guides may come in and perk up if you've been trying to make changes in your health or with habits. It's safe to do that now. You are rising, you've learned. It feels like you've learned and you've risen. And so we are going to be looking at for you, group 1, starting to detach, starting to believe that you do deserve better and that you do deserve to be treasured by others, as the card says. Okay, this is done. And we're going to get some more information here for you. So I'm just going to lay these cards out first. See what the lines provide us. All right. See what we've got going. Yes, okay. You've got the Tower here. This is a Tower moment for you. Got the 6 of Wands and the Empress card. All right, let me just make sure that you can see these, and looks like you can, which is nice. All right. Okay, yes. The Tower energy is about a sudden change usually, or a sudden epiphany that's coming into your life. And I think that that's already, it feels to me that that's already happened. If it hasn't happened for you, just know that you might be missing it. It's hard to miss a Tower moment, however. And this feels like what they're saying is, right? You know the insight you already have. You know the work you've been doing. You know the moment that made you go, okay, I don't deserve this anymore, or I've had enough, or I've grown in a way that this just doesn't gel with me anymore. What they're telling you to do here is to really continue, to persevere, to shine your light, to stick with it. Stick with your light, because it's only going to help you to rise, help you to grow, help you to nurture yourself and nurture your life. Also, they just said, nurture the relationships that are positive in your life and placing your focus on that. So this is an opportunity for you to have an epiphany moment. And if something has come up in your relationship that was sudden, you got a sudden piece of information that you didn't know, or you found out someone was doing this and you didn't know that. This is your opportunity to shine. Now, I'm just going to get some more information here. Yeah, it's meant to begin, the Tower moment there for you is meant to begin a new chapter, a new way of life, perhaps, this Page of Pentacles tells me that it's a new path, literally, on the physical plane. So making actual decisions, making actual choices. Again, if you're breaking a habit, you're actually doing something to break that habit. You're not just thinking about it. You're moving forward and creating walking a different path is how they want me to say it. You're literally walking a different path here. So, I mean, I'm going to send some love out to you because I know sometimes Tower moments can be abrupt and they can be create upheaval, but it's meant for you to actually shine, as we can see. It's meant for you to persevere, to get more inspired almost, to be able to move forward in a way that really serves your growth, etc. But for now, we need to understand your relationship guides are like acknowledging basically the Tower moment, the epiphany, the thought process. And they're telling you here that it's correct. It's a stable thought. It's something that if you need to ponder over it, it's all right. You don't have to sort of jump to conclusions unless you've been, you feel guided to do so, intuitively guided to do so, based on whatever piece of information you're getting or how they're maneuvering and pushing something out of your life or showing you it needs to be removed. Overall, though, generally, this doesn't feel like it has to be this really quick move. That's why when I was reading this card and the energy of it, they were saying, even if you feel as though you can't quite physically detach at this time, they're going to be guiding you to do that, to create a new path for yourself. But at least thinking about it and pondering over it is going to help. It's needed. It's going to actually it's going to make you feel more stable in that decision and in embarking upon the new path, taking the steps that are needed possibly. And if you've already been doing that, then well done, group 1. This is for sure about detachment and growth and connection. And it's around your worth. There's a worth energy track to this big time, right? What do you believe you deserve is a part of this. And so they're like waking you up and telling you there is something else available for you. You don't have to rush into it, but they need you to know that. They need you to know that you are totally capable of receiving what it is that you deserve through your relationships. And they're actually going to want you to be inspired by that. Let's see what else we have under here. Yeah, look at that, the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Okay, so this may be quite a big shift for you, group 1. But you can see very clearly it's a positive grounding shift. You have the Emperor here showing up in this line, and you've got the Empress up ahead here, which is beautiful. This is a balanced energy of nurturing and feeling like you own your path. Again, you own your life. You get to make your decisions, and it's smiled upon nicely with your relationship guides. They're telling you, we support this. This is actually the way that you're meant to move. It's time for you to shine. Stick to that inspiration stick to that. It's like stick to the spirit of understanding truly what it is that you deserve, that it may be time now to embark upon a new path. It's going to create massive amounts of stability for you. You're going to feel like you have, it's like you're able to create new structure almost in your life, that you'll be able to do things differently because you have this Emperor here. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is, things are changing for the better as you step into your divinity, as you step into your light. As you say, no, I actually am not going to accept that toxicity anymore. I'm not going to accept somebody, and I'm not going to be available for unavailable people. It's going to ground you on your life path and make you feel very secure in yourself. This changes the dynamic of the energy in that particular relationship, of course, right? But overall in your life, because these are major arcana cards here. The Tower kicks this off. I mean, if we're just looking at this, we'll see what's under here, but the Tower kicks that off for you to make the changes. It's your relationship guides kind of going, okay, go, do it. You got this. Like, you know you deserve better, and it's okay to claim that now. However it is that you, whatever action steps that you can take, that's what you're going to look at doing, settling into a new path, a new way of doing things, a new structure for your life. They just mentioned help here. Let me just touch this card. They're mentioning help, getting help here. So if you find that you're yo-yoing, thank you, back and forth in the belief sector, meaning like, you know you deserve it, you did get that epiphany moment, you do understand that this is what you're meant to do now, but it's really hard for you to kind of step into your own authority over your life. If you've been in an unhealthy relationship and you don't feel as though you have all the tools, go get the help, is what they're saying. Go seek the help, because it will provide you with the tools you need to actually reclaim that, start a new structure, begin new things. And that could be anywhere. Again, if you're looking to change your eating habits because you have a bad relationship with food or an unhealthy relationship with food, let's say, then you may need to go see somebody who can help you do that. And this will create the new structure for you. It will kind of lay it out a little bit easier for you. And that, again, brings in this shift that happens. The Wheel of Fortune says something's changing for the better in your life. The wheel is moving. The wheel is moving in your direction. But I believe it's on the back. Here it feels as though you have choice, right? We always have choice. And what your relationship guides are telling you is it's on the back of you actually understanding that spark has come through for a reason, and acknowledging it, and then saying yes to it in whatever way that you can at this time, and then seeking outside yourself for the help if you need it, to be able to persevere forward, to move forward, to create those new structures, to create that new path, and feel like positive about it. Feel like, yes, this is working. Wow, I'm seeing the results. I'm seeing that this is moving in a different direction for me. That feels much more healthy. That feels more stable. That feels more prosperous, more inspired. Makes me feel more like myself. I'm discovering myself, etc., right? Connecting to your higher self, etc. And here, as I said, moving forward, there's a line with this Empress card that they want me to basically tell you, nurture, obviously yourself, but nurture the relationships that are supportive, that feel good. The people that see you for who you are, and they accept you and they love you unconditionally. And I don't mean like you can treat somebody however it is that you want, and then they just love you anyway. That's an unhealthy relationship. But I'm saying people who support you and want to see you thrive and encourage you to take responsibility over your life and maybe make some of these detachments or go get the help. Also, this shows you nurturing yourself, stepping into abundance in your life. Another, again, major arcana, you're getting grounded, and then the path ahead is prosperous, right? The path ahead is abundant. You start to be able to grow, to care for yourself differently. Wow, differently. We have the High Priestess here and the Six of Swords. Okay, so the High Priestess, again, another major arcana. You've got 2, 3, and 4 here. So your intuition plays a part of this. It's a balanced energy. Big things for you in the outcome position with the relationship and detaching from this, okay? Big things are ahead of you with that, because you're going to feel more connected to yourself. The High Priestess is the intuitive card in the deck. She says, trust your intuition, can never steer you wrong. And as you're caring and nurturing yourself in the relationships, you're learning to trust yourself more now and trusting your own intuition to lead you forward. Literally, it changes your thoughts here in the end, and it allows these new thoughts that are coming, because you've got a Six of Swords here, come to help you transition into a new way of life. It may be difficult, right? Sometimes it can be hard to shift a thought system or a belief system and to start trusting your intuition, because we've got that in the same line. But it really is going to shift the way that you think about yourself, and they're telling you to keep at it. You're on the right path. You'll be transitioning out of this old stuck stuff or this unhealthy stuff and into something that's much more positive. Much more you is what they just said. It's much more you. Like, relationship guides always want you loving yourself first, recognizing and appreciating and nurturing yourself first, because that then attracts and allows them to, lots of times I pick up relationship guides working very closely with divine orchestration guides, because everybody wants, they want to find the person that they are going to spend the rest of their life with, or they want a good working relationship, or they want to better their relationship here, there, or wherever. But it always starts with you. And once you start focusing on you here, this allows them to kind of work with the orchestration guides to bring something new in or attract something new into your life when the time is right, when the divine time is right. But this sees you, the nurturing and the reconnection to your intuition and trusting yourself, sees you then transitioning out of this old thought process and into a brand new way to think about things, into a way that's really going to serve you. And it's going to, I believe, attract new things, although I'm interested to see what we have for final messages. So this is a hopeful spread. This is your relationship guides really giving you the nudge to go like, hey, this isn't serving you anymore, wherever that's showing up for you. It's not serving you. There's been something that's come up or something that's happened that's asked you to observe that there is a new path available for you. They're asking for you to think on it for a moment and then to take the leap. Know that you're thinking correctly. Take the leap into that. Continue to let that spark guide you to grounding yourself. You'll see a shift here in the way your life is unfolding. And nurturing yourself and nurturing the relationships that are really positive and that are supportive, and beginning to start to understand how to trust yourself better. Because if you're in a relationship with any kind of manipulation, sometimes it really just unseats your trust in yourself. And so the High Priestess coming in this column under the Empress, these two together, it's like the powerhouse of balance. Trusting yourself, nurturing yourself, and that's physical and intuitive. Those are both sides of yourself have a beautiful outcome here, and this actually helps you move into, as I said, a different path, a different way to think about things, a different way to think about yourself, about the relationships and who you want in your life, and attract them in. Like I said, they're always looking for checks and to see what it is that you're choosing. But once you hit certain markers and you really believe, they start to work with the orchestration guides to bring people in, to have people showing up on your path, to create meetings, divine meetings that suit your current vibration. So they're looking for you to get into a high vibe here in order to transition out. It feels like a very caring energy. They know you deserve better. They know that you right, it's just listening. You've had enough is what they said. You've had enough of it, whatever it is, whoever it is, okay? And it's time to start beginning to make your way to a different, more prosperous, abundant, intuitive track, path, life. They want you to step into knowing you deserve better, really, and then starting to take the action on it. Surrender unhealthy relationships, right? You have grown. You have elevated. It's not by mistake if you're listening to this reading. Whoa, and we have two here. We have two cards. That was not my intention. So this is a double message from the Salton Sea energy from your relationship guides. Let's see what we have. Pearl. Uncovering lost wisdom and hidden knowledge. Love. Oh my gosh. Yes. The pearl in the oyster. That beautiful piece. Also, this connects to, remembering your divine self. Once you start reconnecting, you're going to start to see those gems within you and remember. Again, uncovering lost wisdom and hidden knowledge is like remembering who you truly are. Wow. And mermaid, be careful what you wish for. Ooh, I'm just going to pull a card on this. This card always kind of throws me for a loop. Because you get this immediate flow of, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you mean, be careful what I wish for? But also it could be like, ooh, be careful what you wish for. We're open to receive. And that really is the vibration of this because you have this Wheel of Fortune here, but I am going to just clarify and pull a card on it because I want to see. Okay, let's see. Again, I'm just pulling from the top here. King of Swords. Your thoughts direct your life. Your thoughts direct your life. The King of Swords is an authority figure, of course. High level thought trains is what they're saying, meaning your thoughts are going to matter. That's the thought piece transitions you out of this old belief system, this old way of doing things. And so this mermaid, I'm pulling it on this mermaid. And so they're saying, be careful what you wish for, literally. That could go either way, and it is up to you. And that's why I was feeling that duality energy of it, like, woo, woo. So it's like whatever it is you think is going to show up in your life. And they're telling you here, you have the ability to tell yourself the truth about things, tell yourself the truth about what you want, tell yourself the truth about what you want to show up that is positive. You have the ability to shift your thoughts, shift your belief systems, but pay close attention to what it is that is coming up for you in your mind. It will transition you out, but how it transitions you and to what is going to be up to you. So as you continue to discover yourself, they're saying your mind plays a big, big part, as it always does. Your thoughts provide, your thoughts provide, wow, this isn't interesting. Your thoughts provide the tracks, that's what they're saying, for the belief to be able to continue to move. So once you dissemble certain tracks in your mind, new tracks are going to be built, and they're telling you that it is available for you. Start seeing these pearls, and it is available for you, but the opposite is also true. And so depending on what it is that you focus on thinking, that's what's going to show up in your future. Okay, to close out your session, let's get the blessing. Group 1, blessing. Now is the blessing. Life is a timeless moment in the eternal now. You perceive a yesterday, today, and tomorrow, but in reality, there is only now. Focusing on the past or future keeps you from fully living and receiving life's blessings. Bring your awareness within and receive a timeless blessing. Wow. Okay. See, they're they're giving you the blessing of now. So presence, relationship guides, group 1. Now is the time. Tower. To kick it off. Now is the time. Now. It's time. And look, bring your awareness within you. There's that pearl. There's that lotus. Bring your awareness within you. This card here. You've got several cards that are saying go within, take a moment, and receive a timeless blessing of presence. Now is the time is what they're saying for you there, group 1. I hope that this served you, group number 1. If you found this helpful, you can let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Please feel free to share it with someone who you think may receive the messages they need or need to receive some messages from their relationship guides. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so the next time I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. Wow. This is definitely a nudge for you, group 1, from your relationship guides to allow yourself to begin believing that what you deserve is something beautiful, is something better. Okay, and you are rising, and they've come in to kind of give you the nudge and to let you know what's up ahead, that you have the power to transition into a brand new path, that you have the power to feel grounded, to feel strong, to grow, to feel nurtured, to trust yourself, etc. And that you have great power. Remember, we had this King of Swords here, great power in your mind to shift your future. The blessing is now. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group 1. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading today. We are getting information and advice from your relationship guides. If you're listening to this, then you chose the middle pile with the hook charm. Now, as I'm asking about the hook charm prior to, they're talking about how the hook can go either way. And they said, right before I pressed record, we don't want to drag them. We don't want to have to drag them, which I thought, okay. So we definitely need more information for you and your Relationship that you're asking about, again, doesn't have to be a specific person. Could be a relationship with a habit, or a negative cycle, or something that you're looking to shift. Could be a person, though, if you're intending for that. Could be your relationships in general. So take from the reading whatever is resonating and just listening with this hook. It feels there's an energy of warning to it today. So, we'll see what comes up. First, let's take a look at your surrender card. What they're going to be asking you or looking for you to surrender or bring your attention to is how they just said it. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. It's like, are you on the hook? Are you off the hook? Obviously, this is annoying you, frustrating you, whatever this is. And I'm excited to get more info for you to look into that a bit. It feels a very confusing energy coming from those two cards together, right? It feels confusing to me. Now, I'm just going to choose a Salt and Sea card for you for the end of your thank you reading. Woo! Anyway, and a blessing. So you may be in a dilemma of choice. Again, we shall see what comes up in the spread. This card is asking you to sit for a second. And it's like what I'm hearing is once you've made the decision, that's why they're saying we don't want to have to drag you. Okay. Wow, this is the same blessing. Are you sure? Yes, oh my gosh. This is double blessing. So if you felt at all drawn to pile 1, card 1, you may want to go listen to it. I know what it is, obviously, but I will wait till the end to show you. Interesting that they're having me stop because I'm not looking because they have pictures on them. Relationship guides. All right. Let's shuffle until they tell me to stop here, and we will look further into what might be frustrating you in this relationship. Yeah. It feels like a yo-yo energy. Back and forth. Back and forth. Oh my goodness. And thank you. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's lay these cards out for you. Make sure you can see. Okay. I'm interested to see. Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man. Come here. And the Four of Cups. Okay. That just said you're a powerhouse. Okay, as I'm reading this card, you're a powerhouse. So you may be the type of person who wants to let's go, let's make a decision, let's push this forward. I'm ready to go. I'm confident in it. I want to go. Let's go. Or you may be wanting someone to make a decision. It just feels like there's this yo-yoing energy back and forth, back and forth. Are we doing the thing? Or are we not doing the thing? If this is some sort of habit that you're trying to break, a relationship with, they're showing me a television, so screen time or something to that effect. It's like you do good and then you feel like, oh my God. And this is creating this yo-yo effect in your mind. It's frustrating. It's annoying because I think you are a powerhouse. If you set your mind to something that you can do it, and that's that. And there doesn't have to be any discussion. There doesn't have to be any discussion about it. Are we doing it or are we not doing it? Am I on the hook or am I off the hook? That's what it feels like to me. And I think your relationship guides are sort of acknowledging, or at least helping me to understand the acknowledgement of the frustration that's coming from the yo-yoing energy. You got this pause here. Sometimes this can be like a rearranging, because that's the word they're showing me right now. It's not always that, but the Hanged Man energy is around stopping, pausing, delay, surrendering. And they just went, hallelujah. So I feel like you've been pushing, and not surprising. Queen of Wands energy is very powerful energy. But to contemplate why you're inspired to do it is a better idea at this time. And if you have felt delayed or annoyed, just know they're trying to get you to see this from a totally different perspective, which is why it says, take a breath, center yourself. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself. So it's like a break is happening. If you're observing it as a delay and you're really irritated about it, just know that's your relationship guides doing that. It's on purpose. It's on purpose for you to feel more emotionally stable in the end. I'm going to look down this line, see what else we have here. The Star card and the Three of Wands. Both of these speak to the future energy, It's affecting your future, okay? These kinds of, this back and forth energy or whatever it is that's going on in your relationship, and they don't want you rushing, okay? The Star energy is about hope, faith, being able to renew yourself. I don't know why I said it like that. Renew yourself. Trusting, thank you, in the future. It has future implications. It's going to, the changes that are happening and the new perspective is going to help you see things differently in the future. The break is needed. I'm sorry to say that. If you've been on the, I'm sorry to say that. I'm not sorry to say. I am sorry to say it because I feel like you're like, let's go with this. The Three of Wands is a beautiful energy here. Also speaks to future vision, future inspiration, being inspired for the future. I just feel like it's muddled because if you are pushing or frustrated, this is beautiful energy that asks you to like vibe the future vision from a high level, right? Understanding that you have what it takes to bring it to life, and you can have the hope and the faith that it's going to have long-term implications, but you block this. And I think your relationship guides are like for instance, let's say you want to get married. This is what they're giving me now. You want a ring. You want the engagement ring. If you keep pushing and mentioning, and it blocks the vision, for the relationship, and it stunts the relationship guides from being able to do anything. As I explained in the first reading, relationship guides, I often pick them up working with divine orchestration guides to help orchestrate things in your life, meetings, timing of things, etc. And so when you stunt your relationship guides, they sometimes will go like, anything you can do, the divine orchestration guides, nothing we can do. They haven't changed. They keep pushing here, or there's a block here. So they're putting you on hold. There's a delay, and they want you to stop, breathe, start to see it from a different perspective. I want to see what's under this particularly. Yeah, look. It's like a resilience energy. Trust in what is what they just said. Trust in what is, and look at this. The Knight of Cups comes. On the back of that delay, you get more information. There's movement from the heart that happens as the perspective shift comes in and settles in here. This is a resilience energy. It's like, keep the faith, right? You got to keep the faith here, and you got to don't give up yet. It's just, it comes on the back of the shift. So your guidance right now is to really stop, breathe. How can I look at this differently? How can I look at this from a different perspective? What is serving me right now? How can I focus on the vision that I want, but do it in the present moment with love, with gratitude, with trust and surrender? The surrender piece is part of the delay. You're surrendering it over, and you're saying, hey guys, like, I know, again, talking directly to your relationship guides, it's like, I understand that this is all going to happen in the perfect time, and I am here, and I'm not going to give up. First of all, I'm not going to lose faith, and I'm going to make steps forward that are heart-centered or that have to do with my heart's desire instead of pushing. I'm going to move forward from the heart instead of pushing, because this card tells you you're almost there, okay? It's right there. You're almost there. You almost have it. It's almost there. Also, the Knight of Cups. Sometimes the Knight of Cups can indicate an actual person here. So taking the break, taking the delay, surrendering it over. If there is an actual break that needs to be had in your relationship, they're advising you to do that, but to stay strong, to not give up hope, to understand that sometimes a break is needed. It shifts the perspective for the parties in the relationship. And then this comes through where you guys move forward with love. You move forward in a different way. You don't move forward in a pushy way. Nobody's trying to force, because that's just super frustrating. Also, if you're deciding, because I kept getting that decision energy here, I don't see any twos yet. We'll see what's under here. But if you're deciding, are we on or are we off? Is it on again, off again? Are we on or are we off? You need the break in order to be able to decide. It's like you've come this far. Take the break if it's needed. They're guiding you to take the break. They're advising you so that you can come back to your center and understand what it is that you want for yourself and how it is you want to move forward from a heart-centered place, not from your mind, not pushing, not pushy fire, not pushy fire. Taking a moment to contemplate what you want, not losing the faith, looking at the future vision, taking that time to do that without going, well, it's all over. And thank you, catastrophizing is the word they said. So maybe you've been doing that in your head a bit, and they're recognizing that. They want you to stop doing that. They want you to breathe. They know you're frustrated. They know it's annoying, right? And they know you want this, but for some reason you can't have it. They're asking you to shift perspective. Then we get this energy, the Four of Cups energy, especially within this deck. It's like this feeling of having your heart filled. Because of this forward movement from the heart, your heart gets filled. Let's see what else. And there's the decision. Two of Wands and the King of Wands. Wow. The Queen starts your reading. The King closes that out there at the bottom. So yes, see, you'll make a decision here. Or both of you will. So is filling your own cup and feeling good about it. You make steps and you choose from your heart's desire. That's what I would say here, yes? The inspired choice, they said. You'll make the inspired choice. That's what they'll be guiding you to do. But after the break, right? It's like you need the break to re-center yourself, to understand how far you've come, to understand what it is you would like to see moving forward, what it is that you truly want, what you want for your future, and start giving that to yourself. This creates this stability where you can then make the choice. It's not just a choice of the mind. We would have the swords there. We don't. We have the Two of Wands. Look, this Three of Wands here asks you to hold the vision for your future. They want to know what that is so that during the delay, during the break, during the surrender, they can understand you guys are on the same page. Then you make moves as it connects to your heart to fill your own cup. Fill your own cup first. They'll be helping you. Your relationship guides always fill your cup. It's like big part of their job. And this is going to allow you to make an inspired decision, to know exactly which path is yours, to be able to progress forward in the best way that's going to serve your whole system, your whole self. It's not, again, it is not something that's just going to be made from your mind. You do the work with your heart, you move forward toward your heart's desire, get clear on that, and that helps you make the inspired decision in the future. And then King of Wands energy. So that's about knowing and sticking to the vision that you have for your life, being a leader in your life and making decisions based on that, honoring yourself and the bigger picture that you want for yourself. But it comes clear only after the break and the surrender. And they are there. They're like, we want you to stop waffling. We want you to stop yo-yoing. We know it's frustrating. And they'll help you right through this. And you will come out on top. You'll know exactly what you want. And you'll be inspired to have nothing less. They just said to have nothing less in your life, to choose nothing less for yourself in this relationship. So whether this relationship is for you or not, you're meant to contemplate it. And I believe the other person is as well. If it's about a habit, right, or something that you're trying to break, that way your relationship with the screen or food or something to that effect, It's taking a moment to ask yourself what it is that you truly desire as an outcome for this, and then loving yourself, giving to yourself till you feel really good about going ahead and making a choice, and then you'll know what you're inspired to do, and you will take the lead in your life in that space. You won't be frustrated. Am I doing this or am I not doing this? I fall off, then I start again. You won't have this energy anymore. You'll be doing it from a place of love and resilience. You make the choice to embark upon the path with your head held high, shoulders back, knowing you're going to conquer this, and you're the authority. You have the vision. You can see down the line. You can see the bigger picture. Okay, let's see what we've got from the Salton Sea from your relationship guides. Pelican, now's your chance. Act quickly. Woo! That's an interesting, you know something? I'm going to just turn this over because I know what it is, as I said. Now. Now is the blessing. So they need you to surrender. Now. Double nows for you. Now is your chance. Now's your chance. Act quickly. Wow. I'm so tempted to pull. I might clarify that in a moment. Now is the blessing. Again, now, double nows. They are sick of you fighting this and being blocked, and so aren't you. Frustration doesn't open any doors. If this is to do with a career, for instance, now is the time to take the break for a second here and surrender it over and start asking yourself, what do I truly want? Where am I being guided to go? Do. What's going to fill my cup? What's going to fill my heart? What's my heart's desire? Life is a timeless moment in the eternal now. You perceive a yesterday, today, and tomorrow, but in reality, there is only now. Focusing on the past or future keeps you from fully living and receiving life's blessings. Bring your awareness within and receive a timeless blessing. This is the present moment. I am going to turn a card because I want to see I'm asking information on the double now message. Wow. Take action on the physical plane. King of Pentacles. This is be the authority in your life and take the step. So, I mean, now is the time. If you know what it is, group 2, the step that you need to take. Also, I feel like I'm talking to some of you who are relationship in the career sector or at home or something like that. Maybe you're like trying to let go of a home, because Pentacles, geez. Physical plane stuff. Let me see. Yeah, no Pentacles. So this now will be around, if this is for you, if it's like you're looking to make a career move, you're looking to shift partners in a career, for instance, or you're moving home, you're moving space, it's time to take a look at it for sure. It feels like now is the blessing. The break goes with the now blessing because surrendering over has to be done in the now, and you're going to receive in the now, right? So it's a double now. If you keep fighting and pushing, group 2, I don't know that it's going to be super easy for you. I think it's going to be much more difficult, and this frustration will continue, which is why they're asking you right off the bat, surrender the frustration, please hand it over now. Now is the time. Act quickly. Do this now. Now's your chance. Now's your chance, because it sort of rearranges the way that you'll make a decision about your future or in the future. Well, group 2, this was your reading. I hope it was helpful. If you did find it helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up, leaving me a comment, share it with someone that you think may find it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so the next time I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. Wow. It's like now is the time to take a break and reevaluate and understand how far you have come in this relationship, and then move forward from a place of your heart-centered desire. Only you know what you want. Only you are going to provide the stability in your heart center. Fill your own cup. It's like you have the answer, and they're wanting to give it to you almost. I feel like your relationship guides are really working in conjunction with you. If you've been seeing signs, group 2, as well, Like if you've been noticing things that and you're like kind of ignoring them and going, no, I'm gonna sit in the frustration. Why isn't this happening? And then they send you something and you're like, ugh. That's frustrating for everyone involved, for all energetic beings involved. So start communicating with your relationship guides and asking them, what is it that you have for me here? Breathing into the now, breathing into the present moment, taking that action, taking that time to do that now so that you can reconnect to your heart center, get the messages that they're giving you to step out of this blocked type of energy, this restrictive type of energy, and then move forward from a really beautiful heart-centered place, which is going to allow you to make a really great inspired decision in this relationship for yourself that's going to see you as the authority, as the leader. Again, inspired leader, visionary of your life. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 2. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading today. If you're listening to this, then you chose the third pile all the way to the right with the frog charm. We are getting advice from your relationship guides today, and I'm happy to say that if you chose this pile, they were just kind of congregating, talking with each other when I asked about the charm, and they said, this is the pile that's moving forward, you know, hopping forward, it's like strides, you're making strides forward in this relationship. I'm interested to see what kind of advice they're going to provide for you as you hop forward. Obviously, a frog hops, and usually it does talk about forward movement and steps forward, right? Big leaps and bounds, you know, doing it in stride, etc. So let's see what we've got under the surrender card first to see what they're looking for you to let go of as you're moving forward in whatever relationship you're intending this reading for. Ooh la la. Surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So yeah, this is the passion pile, the inspiration pile, the creativity pile that you're moving forward and making steps and making strides. Holy cow, they weren't pulling my chain there. It's so funny. They kind of they're congregating. Very different energy than the other two readings for you, group 3. So it's time to connect to your passion and to take strides and make strides forward. You're going to be hopping forward. Lovely energy. Now, again, this could be a relationship. I'm just going to pull here for the end of your reading, salt and sea. This could be, again, a physical relationship that you have with a person. Could be in your love life, you know, your family, your work, etc. Whatever it is you're intending. Could be general. Could also be the relationship you have. In this case, could be with your work or your creativity, your passion projects. What you're creating, vision for the future, what you're inspired to do. Just going to close my eyes here to get a blessing for the end of your reading. Okay. O-M to the G here. Oh my goodness gracious. Spirit. Sorry, pausing. This card, I close my eyes when I look at these because they're all different. And I don't want to be influenced by the picture on it. Every single pile, they have stopped me on this card. So I know what this card is. However, I'm going to leave it to the end of your reading. I'm just a little baffled. You'll have to bear with me for a second. Holy cow, guys. It's like all the relationship guides are on some sort of similar track for all of these readings. I kind of love it. It's like, okay then. Anywho, we'll move forward. Wow, that's insane. That has not happened as of yet in any of these polls. As of yet. Okay, I'm just reconnecting here for a second. Okay. Yes, so surrendering to your passion, moving forward in a way that comes from your fire within. This is fire energy. This is Wands energy. I'm really interested to see what they're going to give you here in the, what I want to say is in the belly of the reading, but in the core of this reading. Yes, okay. Let's lay these out for you. Group 3. Hopping forward, making strides. Making strides. See what they need you to know as you move forward, right? That's the key. That's what we want to get now. Just checking to see that you can see those. All right, let's turn over the first row here. We've got the Three of Wands, not surprising. That's fire, fire, future fire, visionary fire. 10 of Wands. Ooh, okay. Okay. And the King of Wands. Holy cow, group 3. All right, so first up, Three of Wands energy is all about, again, future vision, being able to step into your expansion, be creative about it, creative inspiration. Threes are about creativity. You've got the passion card. They're asking you to surrender to the passion. Also, this will be very connected to your brow, because future vision. I mean, you might be hearing your relationship guides through your throat chakra being open, etc., clairaudience, but this will connect to your future vision. So they're talking about vision boards. They're talking about a clear signal, daydreaming kind of vibe. When you feel inspired and you see it, communicate that with your relationship guides, because this seems like a power point to me, like a power energy, where, because it's expansive, it feels like growth. Holy cow, you are growing, and you're doing it faced with the fire. I mean, wands, wands, wands. This is all about fire, passion, creativity, inspiration. What are you inspired to do? How are you moving forward passionately? This is a relationship, with a specific person. Where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? The 10 of Wands tells me they need you to drop it. They need you to close something out. They need you to drop something that you've been carrying. It's not serving you. It's not serving the relationship. And I'm hearing them say, like, you're going to keep coming up against this hurdle, and the hurdle will become a wall. So something's closing out. The way you used to do something, perhaps it's like a change is needed. It feels like change to me, because something's ending there. We will get more information. And the change, the dropping of this, allowing this to close. It may be like, let's say you're an artist and you're inspired to work in a certain way, or you have been. And so your brain's telling you, right, the only way I'm going to move forward is if I do this and this and this, and I got to keep doing it, even though I'm really lacking inspiration. I kind of want to do it anymore, but I got to do it because my mind says that I have to do it. Or if you're talking about a relationship with a person, right, we always do this at this time, and we do it this way, and we cook dinner, and we collaborate on Tuesdays on this project, and blah, blah, blah. Something needs to close out the way you were doing it, the way you're tapping into your inspiration. And there's something that's meant to be done differently at a very high level. King of Wands is like visionary level, right? Authority. Inspired authority over your project, your relationship. It's just going to feel good. I want to see what else we have under here. So let's take a look. You got the 7 of Wands, perfect, and the Queen of Swords. Ooh la la. Okay. So the 7 of Wands just tells me that what they're talking about, the future vision, being able to expand into that and allow yourself to do that. It's not going to, you're not going to lose what it is that you've already experienced, what you've gained, the experience you've gained. You can actually take that with you and add it to the vision. They're like, add it into the recipe of the vision. So some stuff that you've got from the past that you used to do, or what you like doing perhaps, what's really calling to you, what's inspiring you, use that to prop yourself up, or to prop yourself up. It's kind of how they're saying it. To prop yourself up. I don't know. That's how they're saying it. And then the Queen of Swords energy is around understanding that it's important to have your mind clear of old crap. Okay. Old crap is what they said. The clutter in the mind's got to go. They want a clear mind here, to have the clear inspiration and the fire to come up. So you're using your mind for what it is that it's meant to be used for, which is trusting the old not the old, they don't want me to use that word, trusting what you already know to be true, using the logic of your mind, but not letting your mind block the passion, the fire. And instead, it's like, oh yeah, I already know how to do that. And you're at a high, look at this, Queen of Wands. They're telling you, you can do it. You can clear your mind and become this beautiful, independent thinker. You don't have to keep doing things the same way. And it can be very clear for you if you're allowing yourself to open up. It feels very brow chakra to me, and then kind of standing up and going like, I have what it takes. I want to see what's in this line here now, because something does need to come to a close to get to this. My hands are on fire with this like hot. your energy is fiery. My hands are on fire. The palms. Okay, these chakras here are like lit up. All right, let's just see what's under here to get us to that King of Wands. Oh, King of Cups. Okay. And the Hierophant. They said they're showing a workaholic. They're showing the word workaholic. So if that's you, then some time for care is needed, really having authority over your emotional body, right? Because this is a high level having to do with your heart center or your emotional body as a whole. I like to think of it like that because it is a king. The king is the master of their emotions, right? The King of Cups. And so taking care of yourself and letting certain things go, taking rest when you need it, or having relaxation or joy, having fun when you need it. It will help you to keep sparking that creativity that's not the same old humdrum kind of thing, or get stuck in your head. You know, you're clearing your head and you're taking care of yourself, and that's gonna mean closing certain things out, or ways you used to do something, or how you used to think about something, or how you were inspired in the past. Again, if this is a relationship, this is like, it's meant to be fun. It's meant to kind of, they're saying make new commitments. This card is about inner wisdom, spiritual wisdom, inner guidance, higher help. It also can be around like commitment energy. It's like using the inspiration, whatever comes. It feels like letting this go, or bringing this to a close, kind of going, you know what, let's try something new. Let me try something new here. What does my heart want? What sounds fun to me? What's gonna bring me joy? What's gonna help me feel relieved? Using your inner guidance to make that decision isn't gonna be important. So talk to your relationship guides, because they'll help you with that, of course. Totally connected to that, of course. Also, they're asking here, it's like you have the key. You got to make different commitments. Drop these old things and then make new commitments around. It feels like how the inspiration comes. It's like, just let it come if you have to. Go flow. See where you're inspired to move forward. See how you're inspired to do it. It's sort of you're clearing your mind and you're allowing yourself to just kind of be led, if you will. You're trusting your inner guidance to lead you to the best possible point of inspiration, or you're kind of you're leaving space for it. You know, you're not cluttering up your energy and you're not cluttering up your mind. That's what sort of closing this old way out is. It just feels like if you're the workaholic they were talking about, like if you work all the time, you may be getting bored, or it's the same old kind of thing. If you're in a relationship, you may be in a same old kind of thing relationship. You're meant to get into passion now, serendipity. Wherever the passion flows, that's where you go. That's where you go. And then it gets you to this energy, which is high level, as I said, visionary, bigger picture, passion driven, but with authority. It's honoring the passion. And we have the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Cups. How nice. So a new path is being born at the end of all of this, for sure. That just is so much more I'm going to say fulfilling, but that sort of doesn't cover it. It also may bring in a new relationship. Sometimes a new relationship can come on that. If we had the Two of Cups, I would say definitely we don't have it there. But at the end of all of this, it's just a new way to either love yourself, to love your partner, to love your work, to love the habit that you're beginning, right? Or to love yourself. The Seven of Swords says, by now you'll have some experience in your mind. So it feels connected to the inspirations. Like you'll know your mind's tricks, perhaps, is what they're saying. The tricks of the mind will start to become very apparent as you leave this old way behind and you sort of surrender to your passions and allow your passion to lead you. You're going to kind of pick up on where your mind's trying to trick you. And you'll be able to overcome that with this high level of energy. And this really supports, thank you, it's the energy that supports the new path. It's the awareness is how your relationship guides are saying. It's the awareness around your mind tricking you with these old ways or old stories or old scenarios that can like bring you down or kill the passion in the relationship. Kill it. You're not thinking like that anymore. And if you are, you're noticing. They're saying you're noticing like how your mind would try to trick you into thinking that, but you're like, no, we're on a brand new path. This feels really good. It's a brand new path in my relationship. It's a brand new path that really I love very much. And I'm following my passion and I know how to do that and I'm not going to be tricked or tripped up. I've had some experience with my mind and I understand now how to keep it clear of that kind of stuff. We're doing it differently now. Differently, and it will feel inspired, and it starts a new beginning that's connected to your heart center. You know, the only two cups suit of cups you have cards are the Ace and the King, the beginning and the high level. They're asking you to step into. It's almost like act as if you. It's like follow your heart and act as if you already have everything that you feel that you need. All the love in the world, stability in your emotions. It's like drop that and act as if it's okay to follow your passions and allow yourself to be filled up by that. It's okay to trust your inner guidance and allow yourself to be led by that. This takes you to a different level and a new beginning. A new compassionate heart is like connected to your heart center, beginning a new way of life, a new path that's really fulfilling for you, where you're not listening to your mind in the same way. You're listening to your heart. You're embarking upon the path of your heart, and you're honoring at a very high level your passion, vision for the future. Love this energy. Group 3. Okay, I know this. Very interesting. Let's see what we have under here. Wow, the Pearl, also chosen. Pearl. Uncovering lost wisdom, hidden knowledge. Ooh, yeah. The mind is blocking that there. So they're just reiterating for you that your mind is kind of blocking you. They want you to clear your mind, right? And this allows you to kind of tap back into this and to this, the heart-centered energy, into the inner wisdom. And that allows you to kind of, you're going to get new ideas, obviously. It comes on the back of the passionate line, the passion track. Either you're going to feel so much better in your relationship and be inspired to do new things, right? If you're doing a passion project, you're going to be so much more inspired. And it's going to give you ideas about how to move forward. And it's going to feel really good. I feel like it's just going to feel really good. So you're uncovering the beautiful, sweet parts of yourself as you're hopping forward here. Following your passion. Hopping toward your passion. And now, if you were drawn to any other pile, you may want to go watch it because this card is connecting them all. Everybody had the same blessing card, which is just so interesting. Now is the blessing. Life is a timeless moment in the eternal now. You perceive a yesterday, today, and tomorrow, but in reality, there is only now. Focusing on the past or the future keeps you from fully living and receiving life's blessings. Bring your awareness within, and you receive a timeless blessing. It's a presence card. All the relationship guides are like, now is the time. And it's going to help you to uncover, as I said, the hidden wisdom or the stuff that you just can't get at right now because you're all up in your mind and your mind's all cluttered. This is a beautiful message for you, group 3. I mean, it's really around letting what inspires you to lead you forward. Letting your passion for someone or something, or for instance, your passion for a vision you'd like to create. Like if you're trying to break a habit, what is your vision for the future? Allow that inspiration and that passion to lead you forward. You're going to start to uncover and discover lots of different things about yourself, things about, for instance, the project that you're working on, or things about your partner, that is amazing, or the other half of your relationship, or whoever you're in a relationship with. Love this energy for you. And of course, now is the blessing. Now is the time. It's time to start hopping forward. It's time to start surrendering over, leaving that behind. Beautiful energy. It's like a different path for you for sure is indicated. Well, I hope that this served you. Group 3, if you found it helpful, leave me a thumbs up or leave me a comment down below to let me know. And if you know someone else who may find it helpful, feel free to share it with them so they can receive the messages that they need from their relationship guides. And don't forget to hit the subscribe, notification bell, so the next time I post a pick a card reading, you will be notified. Time to hop forward with passion. Take those steps. You're a visionary, group 3. This is a visionary group. And again, whether you may just be a passionate person, and in your relationship, you want to see that. If you are a creative, then your passion is wanting to come out at a very high level, and the mind needs to recede is how they just said it. The mind needs to recede. Use the mind for what it's good for. Use your intellect for what it's good for. Don't let it get in the way of your passion. There's a beautiful, new, fulfilling path ahead of you when you follow your passion. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Yeah. Ignite your passion and let it flow. Now is the blessing. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group 3.